Hi, it's Marcia.
Or the entire screen? Yes. And this intentional intuitive movement, and I love to teach it because I do it actually every day whenever I move. And what does it mean? Now, you have two resources for that. One is in the course area that is included. And I'm talking in the video about the exercise solution, how to actually intentional move your muscles, increase energy consumption, lose more weight, burn more calories, build muscles, build protein storage in your body. So this is extremely valuable. This is the overview. Move like a thin, feel your muscles, activate them. It's not just to feel them, but also to activate them. So go through this video at your own time. And then I want to give you some extra resources. And you've seen in the course, and I've decided for my own time reasons to cancel the morning meetings. So there's just now the evening meetings at the same time as now. For the rest, whether somebody shows up or not is fine. I will be there. Now, and I want to show you here's additional resources. There's the recordings in the community area.
I'm not seeing anything.
Thank you for letting me know. What happened? I didn't share my screen. Maybe I didn't. I thought I did. But there's so much that I don't do. Okay, let's see. Here was the intentional intuitive movement. Did you see that or not? Not at
Yeah,
all.
I see
You
it.
see
I see
that?
it. Yeah.
Good. So this is in the course area. Go ahead and watch it on your own convenience. It's a good little overview of what I mean when I say intentional intuitive movement, because it means more to move like a thin person, add intention to everyday moves. You don't have to work out at the gym if you don't want to. If you want to, fine. But if not, you go through your day. You do housework, you empty the dishwasher, you pick something up from the floor. Add intention to this move. Feel your muscles while they move and activate your muscles consistently. Now that's the trick. That's a lot of the trick. Can you see that now? Okay, good.
Yes.
We're in the community area of the eating program. And as I just said, I canceled the morning meeting for my own convenience, honestly. And I'm just keeping the evening meetings alive. And whether somebody shows up or not, I'm happy if you show up, or if nobody shows up, I'll still do it. So all the recordings on the playlist, but I put them separately to make sure you can access them. So we have the overview video, day 1, 2, and here's additional resources for today, because it's not just the recording that I have here, but I have 2 wonderful blog posts that I wrote and wanted to share with you. Now, we all know that exercise improves mental health, but of course, only if we do it, right?
Right.
It releases feel good endorphins. It helps to occupy our mind so we regain focus, release stress, and we don't feel depressed and anxious, and we don't want to eat as much. And if you exercise regularly, we gain confidence. We have more social interactions if we are in a group. And I recommend in a group, if we tend to overeat, usually we want to be more social. And it's something that's healthy. Now, diet and depression, I talk about that. Simple exercises. Now, when most people think of exercises, they think of the gym, but it doesn't have to mean running laps. Just enjoy walking in nature. And so that is good enough. And of course, this is how to do it. I wrote a blog post in an attack of fun exercise. That's actually how I taught myself to enjoy exercise. It's a very interesting strategy. You will recognize it. It's an anchoring strategy. It's a neuroscience and brain hack that works. And it's not even with havening, it actually works. And if you're one of the not so many people who loves to exercise and thoroughly enjoys it, don't read this article. It's not for you. But if you're more like me, more on the lazy side, you tend to be overweight and you know you should exercise, but it's just no fun. We don't like to sweat and get those sweat stains, right? I never enjoyed that, but men don't mind it. But most women, they don't really like it. It makes us cringe. Then I have to shower and I have to change clothes. What a hassle. I would rather go to the beach and relax, right? Dream and listen to the sound of ocean waves. But experts, they tell us, just go and exercise. Our body needs exercise and it's easy. Just get motivated and do it. Yeah, right. How do they know?
Right.
We have all the good intention. This time, this year, it will be different and we'll stick with it. We know we can do it, right? It lasts about till February, right? We fall and fail again and again. And then what do we tell ourselves? Do we say, oh, well, no, we say, oh my God, I'm lazy. I'm unfit. I'll always fail. I just can't do anything right. But that's not true. Just because we don't want to conform to society and do what they ask us to do doesn't mean we are lazy and a failure. Absolutely not. And sometimes it spreads over when we try something and we feel we can't do it, but we should. That makes us feel guilty. And then we have a low mood and may even feel depressed and anxious because, hey, if I can't do what they tell me to do, then they tell me I get sick and I'll die early. And that gives you a feeling of anxiety, right? And the truth is, it's wrong. It's just not true. What do the experts know about you? Nothing. You are the expert for your body. I'm the expert for my body. And Albert Einstein said one very fun thing. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results.
Yes.
We all know it. And at first I sighed and said, well, I guess I'm insane. Einstein has proven this, but not so fast. When it comes to the gym, well, I tried the same thing and expected different results. So it didn't work, so I must be insane, right? I tried to lose weight, it didn't work, so I must be stupid, I must be insane. No. But what if there was a way to change our attitude? Just at the example of the gym and start to love the gym. Say it's a gym you want to love. You can do it with anything, with food, with just walking in nature, with whatever you try to do. So first I said, well, I tried saying it to myself as a positive affirmation. And I love positive affirmation. It's great. Just say to yourself 10 times a day, I love the gym. And suddenly you enjoy working out, right? Doesn't work. This too doesn't work. Why? Because we never believed it. It's just not our truth, right? That's the thing with affirmations. They only work if we truly believe it. So we have to find a way to change our affirmations to something we work, and we can do that when we come to the havening part, because this is an excellent strategy, havening, to embed affirmations that we do believe, and there's a strategy to make them stick more and more into our brain. And I'll teach that in the Emotional Eating Bootcamp. I'm looking forward to that. So, I mean, in the course, in the 12-week course. And so I found a way to eat the cake and have it too. What did I do? So, something the experts say is true, because our body does need movement to get healthy and stay healthy. Our body is meant to move. It's not meant to sit in a chair all day. Just imagine 10,000 years ago. I like to go back to that time in our mind.
Yeah.
I'm glad I live now because I enjoy modern medicine, to be honest. If I break a leg, I want modern medicine. But there's a lot of truth to things that we have done for 10,000 of years that are embodied in our brain and genes. So for me, it's a mix, a complementary thing.
Sorry, my dog is going crazy.
Oh, our dog is crazy too, but he's in the other room, thankfully. So in our modern world, it gets harder and harder to add enough movement. If you don't have a job that helps you to work out, if you work on the computer, on a screen, or in a cubicle, you just don't get enough movement unless you consciously do it. Now, when you work in an office, for example, you don't want to break in a sweat at lunch and run up and down the steps. Then you come down to your cubicle and you are wet and sweaty and maybe smell a little bit. No, not a good thing to go in the next meeting with the boss, right? I don't think.
Right.
So gyms were invented in our modern time to give us a relatively safe place to get all the exercise we need. This is great, unless you, like me, hate to exercise. So why did I always hate? Why did I start and then stop? So here's what I found. And because they don't like it. Neuroscience, the science of change and how to form habits to change. And there's good books to that. Mini Habits, Atomic Habits, really good books. So here's my 7-step strategy to change my perception, because that's all it is, a perception that I hate exercise. If I tell me long enough that I hate exercise, I do hate it. But it's not true. So how do you start your exercise habits? Well, first, do not start with exercise. I actually give you that paper. You can download it here, but I can also give it to you as a PDF. You don't want to start with exercise. If you decide to go to the gym, go to the gym and imagine you're going to the beach. And I choose a gym. We have one in our neighborhood. It has a sauna. No, I love the sauna. It's hot, it's healthy, it's nice, it's warm, it's gorgeous. So every time I went to the gym, I went in the sauna to start. I didn't exercise. Why? I hate it. So, so I went in the sauna instead. And I closed my eyes and I imagined the heat of the sauna is the sun and I'm at the beach. So every time I wanted to go to the beach, I went to the gym in the sauna. And then after a while, when you go to the sauna and the gym, you go past those people who exercise and you start watching them. And sometimes you sit down and you watch them and you say, why do those people enjoy it? And some didn't look like they would enjoy it. They looked actually like they would force themselves to walk on the treadmill. I don't think that's healthy if you do something that you absolutely hate. Some of them really enjoyed it. So I thought, maybe I should try it. So I started slowly and tried it and then reframed it and added a step. And on my YouTube channel, and I shared, I think in the thing too, I show you actually what I did. Here, go to the beach in the gym. I talk about it in the gym. And here, how to walk for weight loss. I'll talk you how to, let me just play this one. Oh, can you hear it? I don't think so. How to walk for weight loss. How not to walk. Flop, flop, flop. And then how to walk. How to walk for maximum weight loss and fat burn. And I taped myself at the gym. But you don't have to go to the gym to do this. But it was easy because my friend taped me going barefoot on the treadmill. And it's easy to tape because I stay steady and I show you how to actually walk. And I noticed watching people, let me just stop the share. Ox. Okay, I'm back here at Go Brunch, I hope. Let me just switch the camera on. There. Hello. Now I'm here. So, and I'm actually noticed that most people that I watched in the gym and most people on the street, they don't know how to walk. They just go flop, flop, flop. I say flop, 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 like typical walking. Just watch other people walk in the city. Do they spend extra energy walking? No. Do they roll their feet slowly and are elastic in the knees like our ancestors taught us when we walked in the savannah? No. They have hard shoes on hard asphalts, and the sound literally is flop, flop, flop. It's actually hard on the knees, it's hard on the hips, it's hard on the back. And the result is arthritis all over your body and pain.
Yeah.
And my stance is it's not that you're overweight unless you're really, really heavy. It makes it worse. But it's that you do not engage your muscles properly and do not have enough muscles to support your weight. Because, see, if you're 5 feet, say, and you weigh 200 pounds, you would be quite overweight. But if you're 7 feet at 200 pounds, you're actually not overweight. Or even 6 feet and muscular, you're not overweight. So it's really very relative. And sometimes when I was still overweight, I said a little flippantly, I'm not overweight. I'm just not tall enough for my weight.
Right.
See, when you're 200 pounds and 5 foot, you're not tall enough for your weight.
I like
Oh,
that.
then have to have fun. I think
Yeah.
one major part of life is having fun. And I
Yes.
like to make fun of myself because I can't offend anybody if I make fun of myself. And it's the nicest thing when I laugh with other people about myself. Oh my God, what could be nicer? I don't like to laugh about other people because, unless they're comedians on TV, that's different, because I never know. Is it people that tend to get offended? They are not as evolved, that they actually have the boundaries to choose to get offended or not. And I always say to people, you can say whatever you want to me or do to me as long as you don't physically attack me. It's my choice whether I get offended or not. So there's no way you can
Yeah.
offend me.
Yeah.
It's
That's great.
impossible, and anybody can learn how to do that. And that is actually one of the solutions to equanimity and inner peace. Because you're
Yeah.
independent of what other
Yeah.
people think. Let them think whatever they want. They think I'm ugly? Oh, they're right. Good for them. I'm not Twiggy. I'm not on any TV show. Oh, that's not true. I'm regularly on German TV. Yeah,
Oh,
every
wow.
Sunday. I'll tell you what I mean. One of my sons, well, both of them actually live in Germany. And every Sunday we have a Zoom call. And to show all his family their grandmother, he projects my image on his TV. So every Sunday I'm on German TV. I'm not lying. There you see, words create an impression. And it doesn't have to be what you think first, right? When I said, oh,
Yes.
every Sunday I'm on German TV, you might think I'm famous in Germany.
Yeah, I
See?
did. You should. You should be.
And then I relativized it and said, yeah, my son sees me every Sunday on his TV. And that's funny because you suddenly realize that it's true what I said, but not what you thought. That makes it a
Right.
joke. And I like making jokes. And my son likes to see his grandmother, his mother, and my grandkids like to see their grandmother. So a win-win. I'm on
Fun.
German TV, they see their grandmother. Yeah. So, any questions about exercise?
Well, I'll tell you quickly because I'm teaching a class in 10 minutes, but as we work together, I um, I started Pilates about 4 months ago with my next door neighbor, and we bought a reformer together. And she's very like she's also a yoga teacher, so she's very embodied in the practice. And I go very slowly and I feel my muscles and I love it. And I also have a somatic swing. I'm going to send you pictures
Yes.
probably tomorrow. And I have someone who comes once a week and we work together on it's also a spiritual connection, but we work on embodying movement, the waters of the body, things like that. So that's what I've been doing for the last few months. And I've actually seen my shape change. I'm still fat, but I definitely have my shape change and I'm starting to get muscles. And then I live in a forest, so I can walk in the forest. And so, yeah, I think I love what I'm doing exercise wise. I feel like it is mindful, if not intuitive. It's helping me really get in my body.
You know, that's wonderful. And I love hearing stories of other people, what they do. And I'm good friends with a yoga teacher. I used to do Tai Chi. And we are just working on combining yoga, Tai Chi, and making it some kind of a fusion movement. And I
Yeah.
think that's a solution for our Western world. We all need to do some extra movement, and we don't have to prescribe the moves all the time as long as we learn how to not injure ourselves. And that is important, that we don't injure ourselves. And that's why I recommend, if you ever start exercise, work with some trainer or somebody that has an idea how to prevent injuries.
Yes.
Because I've seen in gyms many people get injured. They just start, they overdo it, they choose the weights too high. I can do it. Yeah. Next day, they rupture the tendon. They're out of commission for 3 months.
Yeah.
Not helpful.
Yeah.
So I love that you do that, Marsha. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's wrap
Thank
that
you.
up. And everybody that watches that on replay, let us know in the comments or send me a DM or per PM or an email, whatever you want to do, and let me know what you do. I'm curious to see what people are doing. I made a series of chakra yoga videos with a friend of mine at some point. They're on my YouTube channel. If you want to have a look, just go on my Soulful Weight Loss with Havening YouTube channel and look for chakra yoga. And you see me doing some interesting things together with a group that does it better than me.
That's so great.
Gotta
Yeah.
have fun. And until tomorrow, we'll talk about support, the different types of support. And I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
Yes. Have a beautiful day and I'll
See you
see you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Love you all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.